The worst and most difficult part of watching a movie is to pick one. And I'm here to ease your pain and recommend you 5 movies that you might have missed. First movie comes from the cold mountains of Iceland, Hearthstone, or with this weird original name. Yeah, Icelandic is a very strange language and you understand it better throughout the movie since it's all in Icelandic. Don't know about you guys, but Hearthstone is the only movie that I ever watched in Icelandic, and it's such a different experience. Hearthstone tells us a simple youth story with two young boys, Thor and Christian. Well, this story is actually pretty familiar. We watch them grow, explore their sexuality, and deal with their parents. But what makes this movie so special is not the complexity of its story, but how and where it tells us that. First of all, it takes place in an Iceland village, and the cinematography is fascinating. Iceland is already a beautiful country, but with the magic of cinema, this movie is a blast for eyes. Back to the story, not like most of other youth movies, this one will break your heart. The purity of first love, the pain of a platonic lover, and the difficulties of being a homosexual young boy as you discover your sexuality were pictured amazing, and I seriously recommend this movie to anybody with a heart. Then we are traveling through continentals and reach sweet America. My second pick is kpex from the year 2001, and I can't seriously believe how many great movies that year gave us. Just pick a movie from 2001 and it's probably gonna be good. What a year. Back to kpex, I think it was surpassed by other movies that year since it couldn't even reach its budget in theaters. kpex starts with Kevin Spacey's character acting so weird and then getting arrested by cops. Prot, the main character, claims that he is not a human but an alien. He says that he came from a planet called kpex and will be traveling back soon. He says he's just a traveler around the planets, and you kinda want to believe in it because Kevin Spacey's acting is almost god level. I mean, who are you, Kevin? Like the acting god of ancient Greek? Okay, about the movie, I'm not gonna give you more details since I don't want to spoil you anything, but entire movie, we are trying to understand if he is really an alien or just a lunatic. Do we get answers at the end? Well, you'll see that at the end. Then back to Europe, and my third pick is from Denmark and one of my favorite directors, Thomas Vinterberg. The movie called The Hunt, but not this one, but this one from 2012. Our main character, Lucas, is a kindergarten teacher and a divorced dad. He has a lot of friends and a healthy, normal social life, and generally just a common, normal European lifestyle. But then something happens. A lie from a kid, so innocent, causes a lot of problems. This little kid, Clara, is one of his students and the daughter of his best friend. The innocent lie of Clara made whole town think that he is a pedophile. After that happens, the movie finds its pace and the tension rises to the level that might actually hurt you. Lucas fights for his honor through the movie and you want him to fight even more. Actually, I almost did the same job with Lucas for 1.5 years and I can understand him even better. You know, I can empathize with him, and that's why this movie was too painful to watch for me. The Hunt doesn't just tell us a story, it makes us think, it makes us question what would we do in that kind of a situation. Would we blame the man? Or could we even think that she might be lying? Actually, this is a seriously difficult topic, but Thomas Vinterberg did a great job and totally pulled it off. Then let's stay in Europe and move to something even more painful to watch. From this crazy human being, Gaspar Noé. Climax. Okay, this one is a bit more popular than the others, but there's still a chance that you might have heard but never start watching. And if you didn't start watching, please do. Climax tells us a story of a terrible and crazy night with some young dancers at the rehearsal of their last show. Simple? Yes. Ordinary? Hell no. I think Climax is Gaspar Noé's best movie, and he really shows how good he is with his camera and how many different feelings he can make you feel. This movie took only 14 days to shoot, but it's not so surprising given the first half is almost just dancing. But it's a great experience. I'm serious. The first half is amazing, full of joy. It really gets you to the climax. But then something happens. The second half starts. And yeah, that half kicks you off that climax, and boy, it hits you hard. Okay, at this point, I have to tell you something. I don't recommend this movie to everyone. It's way too disturbing and contains some sexuality. Definitely don't watch it with your family. It's still a great experience though. Okay, about the story, once again, I can't give you more details since, except this dancing thing, almost everything is spoiler for that movie. But I still can tell you some more. Gaspar Noé made the actors, or mostly dancers, watch the videos of people who are under that same disturbing condition as the characters to give you a more realistic feeling. I can't tell you what that condition is, but if you're looking for a different experience, Climax is easily one of the best options. Okay, let's go back to America and the age of black and white movies. Speaking of unpopularity, now I'm going to recommend you a movie from one of the most popular directors, Stanley Kubrick. Okay, almost everyone has seen Shining, Clockwork Orange, or Eyes Wide Shut, but have you just heard Path of Glory? If you didn't, you're missing one of his strongest movies. Path of Glory is only his fourth movie and really hints us what he is capable of. We kind of start to see his feature signature camera movements and great angles, and also his own way of harsh and artistic criticism. Path of Glory takes place during the Great War and tells us the story of a young colonel and a couple of his soldiers. Of course, as a strong anti-militarist, Stanley Kubrick just doesn't give us only the battles or the feelings of soldiers, but the politics of war and how generals or commanders can be so selfish and just think about themselves, and the lives of soldiers for them are only a path of glory. You kind of understand the name of the movie after you watch it. And the ending scene. It makes this movie a total masterpiece, and I'm sure that song will live with you for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, those were my movie recommendations for you. If you watch one of them, please come back at the comment section and let me know if you enjoy it. And also, if you enjoy this video, please be sure that you click some of these buttons. And finally, see you next week in the next video.